Dennis, your verdict, it was a tough afternoon for you, a lot of players unavailable, and that probably told in the end.
Yeah, I think so. I think we just didn't quite have enough today to win the game, although we made it competitive in the end and give them a few dodgy moments in the last 20 minutes. But I'm sure if we'd have a full squad, that would have been a different result today.
Very strong and direct Hednesford. Did you sort of come up against a bit of muscle and a bit of height that you couldn't deal with?
Yeah, because obviously we had three of our back four missing today. If we'd have had Garnes playing in there, then we'd have won the first ball and they wouldn't have had the opportunities they had from flick on. So Pigeon Garnes, I'm sure, would have dominated there too, and we wouldn't have had as many problems as we had today. How
disappointing getting back into it at 2-1 and then the same minute it's 3-1.
Yeah, but you know, when you've got a completely new back four, it's indecision. So that's what happened on a couple of their goals after half time and just after the goal. So it's going to happen when you're throwing people in together like that. So, you know, the players have given us everything today. We just didn't quite have enough quality to get the required result. But I'm sure when we're playing this for at home, it'll be a different story.
Obviously missing 6 players in advance of today. Ryan Semple then taken ill on the way. Ian Ross off at half time. Connor Marshall carrying an injury as well. He came off. You really are down to bare bones.
Yeah, I mean, we had trialists out on the pitch, we had reserve players out on the pitch. I think we had 4 or 5, you know, reserves or trialists out there at the end, but we're still pressing and we're still trying to get back in the game. So they give us everything. You know, Hednesford had a little panic up there last 15, 20 minutes, and if we'd have got one, who knows? But I'm sure if we'd have had our full side out today, that would have been a different result.
Is the big plus point Ricky Miller, his 5th and 6th goals in 3 matches since the turn of the year?
Yeah, he's on fire at the moment, but those 2 goals were a bit of a waste today because they meant nothing. You know, we don't want him to go then on a barren spell of not scoring when we need them. So they're 2 good goals for Ricky today, and I'm really pleased for him, but it'd be nice if they meant something for us.
How hard to A, go and find the players to fill out the team today, and then B, to sort of integrate them all at once?
Well, it's not impossible, you know, we found them, but to try and integrate them without a training session, they can't go through the set pieces, they don't know what the other players are like, what their strengths, what their weaknesses are. They're just in there fulfilling a team sheet, and that's all we could do today. You know, we literally had, and then including Semple, who went down on the bus today, we had 8 players available today to us from a first team squad. So we could have either put 3 reserve players or youth team players starting to make 11 and then put another 5 on the bench. That's how short we was today, and we've come away from home and made it competitive. So we can't grumble on that side. We've done all we could today. It's disappointing to lose 3 points because you're right back in the thick of it, and then you just drop away again, where maybe a different fixture on another day we might have been able to get something.
Of all the players that appeared for the first time today, perhaps Liam Agnew has got the biggest pedigree at Sunderland and showed some nice touch. He set up Ricky's first goal, and probably a player that you'll be looking to keep for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Liam done fine again. You know, similar mould to Marzi, where you know he don't give the ball away too much. He's got a nice touch. He sees things. So we'll see the best out of him once the full team gets back together. Hope he's not too despondent today or disappointed. He'll be coming back to a better group next week. So you know, I thought Liam done fine today. It was really hard for him in there, but overall, you know, pleased with the work ethic today, but just disappointed that, you know, we really had no chance of getting 3 points in a sense before the game kicked off.
Liam Mars looks like he'll be back next week, plus you're suspended too, and then whichever other ones you can get fit, so you'll certainly be a lot stronger. Yeah,
I mean, if you look at it, we'll probably have 5 or 6 players back for that game next weekend, so it makes one hell of a difference. So we'll be a lot stronger next weekend. I'll be a lot more confident going into it. It was always a worry today, trying to get a team out on the pitch and what the result would be, because you don't want to come here and lose 5 or 6-0 and lose a big part of your goal difference. So we managed to keep that down to 2 in the end. We lose 3 points, they gain 3, but we'll play them again in a few weeks' time, and hopefully we'll get those 3 points back.
And Solihull, next Saturday you could have a new signing on board in Kyle Dixon from Notts County, a player who's starred for Grantham during a loan spell recently.
Yeah, he'll be on board on Monday, so that will give us a bit more bite in midfield. Obviously we've got Liam's coming today. We'll also have the option of Connor then next week, because he can come out of right back once Liam Miles is back. So next week there's going to be big competition in midfield, and it's an area that we've really got to improve on, because at the moment it's not good enough in midfield. Too many goals are being conceded through not picking up second balls, not showing enough desire to go and win second balls, and midfields are getting on top of us. So we need a bit more bite in there, and that will give us that. And if players get their noses put out of joint because they're not playing, then they should have done something about it before I brought them in. So it's been an area that's been not poor for us, but we need more bite in there. We've got too many ball players in there. Now that's great scoring 5 goals, but we can't keep conceding 2s and 3s to day 4 and expect to get into the playoffs. So we need more bite, and if that means we only score 2 and 3, but we start conceding only 0 or 1 or 2, then so be it. But we need more bite in there. It's simple as that.